All right, Instagram Live. Nice to see you all. As you are tuning in, I'd love to know, number one, where you're tuning in from. Number two, love to know three things you're grateful for this morning, evening, afternoon, wherever in the world you are and whatever time it is that you are tuning in. Let's see. Here come people come. Lucas, nice to see you. Hola, nice to see you, friends. Greg, nice to see you. Joelle, nice to see you. Sup, friends. Carol, Cassie, nice to see you. Melinda, welcome. Finally caught you live. Nice. Welcome. So, very cool. Today's topic, hey, from Puerto Rico. Welcome, friends. Today's topic, as you're tuning in, is day number 43 of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. Day number 43 is all about who do you need to spend time with? Who do you need to spend consistent time with? This is something I learned a long time ago, and it's something very, very special. It can transform the results you're working on. It can transform your health. It can transform your relationships, transform your business, transform your finances. But we're going to go back real quick for everyone just tuning in. Let's see. Number one, where you're tuning in from. Number two, three things you're grateful for. Janice from Nashville, grateful for a good night's sleep, personal, awesome coworkers, and health. Very cool. Grateful for this. Grateful for my friends and my boss. Very nice. Someone says grateful for myself. There you go. Let's see. And so, real quick, what is a goal that you're currently working on? What's a major goal that you're working on? I realize you have lots of goals, but what's a major goal, an important goal that you've been working on recently? Now, I don't have a cold. I spoke to a group here in Arizona for 8 hours yesterday, and so I got a funny little voice going on here. Let's see, who? Getting into med school is a major goal. Very nice. Retirement. Washington State, grateful for health, happiness, home, fur baby's daughter, and grandson. I'm blessed. Beautiful. So what is a major goal that you're working towards or preparing? Saving money and getting to get a patent. Very nice. What else? A major goal that you're working on. Now, as you think of this major goal that you're working on, finish reading a book or writing a book? Financial freedom. Goal. It's a major goal you're working on. Now, whatever that major goal is that you're working on, here's a question. Who could you spend time with that would allow you to either learn or become better prepared to get to this goal quicker? Who could you spend time with that would allow you to learn something or get better prepared to get to this goal quicker? So for those of you who are figuring out how to prepare for retirement or early retirement, who, and so mentors is the great, yes, that's what we're aiming for, but who specifically? For most people, we want to be able to accomplish something. We want to be able to do something, but we haven't taken time with a pen and paper to sit down and go, well, wait a minute. If this is what I want to do, who has already done this? Who could I spend time with that could teach me something specific about this that would allow me to learn how to either get there quicker, learn how to get there more effectively, learn a new skill set, learn a new thought process, but it would help me figure out what would get there. I'm mentored by authors most of the time. Rachel Hollis, very cool. I'm pretty sure you talked about you, possibly. Someone who's been where you are. Exactly. So someone who's been where you are. So you got to get specific and say, okay, who would that person be? The funny part is when you ask this question, people know the answer. A mentor, someone who's already done it, someone who's accomplished it, a great coach. People know that concept, but who? Who specifically? Who is the exact person that you'd want to spend time with to help you better understand how to get there? So this is a great question. John's asking, how do you get yourself around these people? Well, I remember I wanted to learn more about specifically startups in the tech industry. And so I said, okay, where are large groups of these people doing amazing things? And I just want to make friends with them. I don't want anything from them. I want to figure out how I can add value to their world or how I can be of service to them. So my wife and I decided to pack up. We moved to San Francisco for 2.5 months. And we were really blessed to meet a friend who, when we first got there, introduced us to a handful of beautiful and wonderful humans. And while we were in San Francisco for 2.5 months, we started meeting and connecting and going to lunches and dinners and going to yoga with people and hanging out and doing events. And we met some of our favorite people up there that we still to this day hang out with because we've built friendships, we've gone on trips together, we've gone to concerts together, and they're wonderful, beautiful human beings. But the initial concept was, I'd love to meet people who are in the mix in this specific kind of field. And we moved up there, we got in consistent proximity with them, and we figured out, is there any value or what value could we add to their life or their world or their business that would be very useful to them that they would love to connect. And so we did it. And we made a bunch of friends. And we learned about their businesses, learned about their lives, started hanging out. And what's interesting is the next question I'd have for you is not only who do you need to hang out with, but where could you find a bunch of them? Someone says, what value did we add? We met lots of people. Some people we added value just by friendship. Some value we added value by connecting them with other people we knew. Some people we added value by sitting down and asking a simple question. What's 10 things I could do to add massive value to this person's life? What's 10 things I could do to add massive value to this person's life? Now, you could do that every day, and if you wrote down 10 new things every single day, pretty soon you'd have a long list. Pick maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of those and actually do them. And it's not offering. It's not saying, hey, would this be useful if you think I did this for you? It's just showing up and doing it for them. It's just helping. It's just giving without any expectation. Just totally giving, totally supporting, totally being there for them. I have a friend who did this. I tell this story often. It's one of my favorites as far as networking or building a peer group. And it actually made him $10 million in the process. And it was pretty interesting. He wanted to connect with Jim Cramer, the guy on TV who goes, ding, 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 buy, sell, that guy. He wanted to connect with him. He was an avid reader of his blog. And he sat down and every day he wrote down 10 things I wish Jim Cramer would write about on his blog. 10 things I wish he would write about. And every day he wrote out 10 topics I wish Jim Cramer would write about on his blog. After 30 days, he had 300 topics. He picked the 10 best topics. He then said, okay, now if these were the topics, what would the title of the blog be? He went online. He found a SEO-friendly blog title, and he checked it online. This was to be the best title for SEO and search ranking. And then he said, what kind of content would I include in this? So he went online and he found the best content that he would include in each of the blogs, and he kind of just bullet pointed it out, put it all together in one email, and he sent it to Jim Cramer's team. And said, hey, here's Jim, I'm an avid reader of your blog. I'd really love to connect, but here's 10 things I wish you'd write about. Here's the specific SEO-friendly titles for each. Here's the specific content and information and research I would put in each. I hope it's useful. Anyways, hope we get to connect sometime in the future. Have a great day. That's it. Wanted nothing in return. 10 minutes later, he got a call or an email back that said, hey, would you be willing to write these for our blog? And he went, wow, I'd love to. He said, okay, we'll hire you as a writer to write these for our blog. He got hired by his team to write all 10 articles for the blog. And while he got to go into the kind of office and meet everybody, he looked around and he said, what's 10 ways I would make this better than it is right now? And every day he wrote down 10 ways he thought he would make it better. Literally, one of the ways he came up with was a software that was missing. They didn't have this software. And he said, you know what? I'm going to invest in it, and I'm going to invest